Okay, howdy folks. Back for some more Standard. I guess I have to get the cards first real fast. So let me show you the deck list in the meantime. So we're playing black-white vehicles here. Need to retrieve some cards from the old mana traders. So let me get that started, and I'll talk a little bit about the deck for anybody who's unfamiliar with it. Alright. I think I'm just going to play basically the exact same list as yesterday. I went 4-1 yesterday, so nothing to complain about there. Okay. So yeah, black-white vehicles, basically a pretty middle-of-the-road mid-range deck. One of the key skills with it is, figuring out what circumstances you're the aggressor, what circumstances you're playing defense or playing control. You're built game one to be a little bit more aggressive. Obviously, this is a pretty far on the aggressive side of the spectrum kind of card, since it's a 1/1 on defense and does virtually nothing. But it's quite effective on offense, good for accruing Heart of Kieran on offense. And then post board, you can go a little bit bigger. You can bring in some Wraths, bring in Angel of Sanction, even like Treasure Map against, pretty good against the control decks. So I mean, it's a deck where you're really going to have to be evaluating your role, not just during the games, but even in between games. So, player draw is going to make a big difference with this deck. A lot of times I'll be sideboarding totally different on the play versus the draw. Like, a lot of times on the play, I'm changing maybe just a couple of cards up, maybe taking out a Karn or something like that, and bringing in Fatal Push. Whereas on the draw, against decks that are, maybe going to overrun you if you're a turn behind them, then you need to be bringing in things like the Wraths and, Angel, stuff like that. But yeah, deck has been quite good. I think the overall record now is 10-5, so I mean winning 2/3 of our matches. Not too bad in the competitive queue. As far as the individual matchups, I don't have a giant sample size. I've played 15 matches with it so far. A lot of green decks out there that the deck seems to do okay against. I mean, that's where definitely some of my losses have come from. Alright, so let's pick up these cards. I'm borrowing many cards I already have copies of, but it's just more convenient that way, because I don't want to have to figure that out. Alright, we'll pick up these cards. I don't even think I need the Golden Demises. I'm not playing them anymore. I cut those from the sideboard. Because, I don't know, I just wasn't that impressed with them. Because cards like this can be a little bit awkward, because like I mentioned, what your strategy is on the play versus draw changes a lot sometimes, and obviously this kills a lot of your own guys, and so it's kind of a narrow situation you're bringing it in against the decks that actually have enough creatures small enough that it's killing them, and, generally on the draw. I mean, some of the hyper-aggressive decks you're always playing the control play or draw. But I don't know, I just found I wasn't really bringing it in that much, and it wasn't doing that much for me that the Wraths weren't. I mean, the metagame could change a lot, like the Goblin Gift deck or something like that. If that became a big player in the metagame, then you could convince me to change my mind. Alright, we got our first round here. Up against Psylocke 22. Okay, how do we feel about this hand? I think it's a keep. I think this hand's a little bit better on the draw because, Fatal Push is a pretty reasonable defensive card. Dealing with guys exactly like that. There's really no question here about what to do. You got a Fatal Push instead of trying to get this guy. We don't have an artifact to go with him, so... Alright, his last seen deck apparently was white-black vehicles. I don't think that's what he's playing right now. Alright. He's probably just going to get 2 energy off his Rampager. So we'll go ahead and play our Toolcraft Exemplar, and then we get to leave up Fatal Push. I mean, we get to get the Greenbelt Rampager if he plays that. If he plays a 3-drop, then we don't really get to do that. Looks like he's playing the 5-4 here if he's going to be tapping all of that. Yeah. Alright, so I don't think we're doing anything here but playing History of Benalia. Taking 5 next turn, which, you know, not really ideal, but can't do much to stop it. And double History of Benalia draw is actually can be quite fast. Okay, he's got Aronis. One nice thing is when History of Benalia goes off next turn, that'll actually trigger our Revolt, and then we should be able to kill a couple things. And we'll be attacking for quite a bit of damage. The question is what we're doing in the meantime. We're probably chump blocking Aronis with this guy. I don't know what we do about Green Pelt. We could just take 8, because we're playing History of Benalia. We're going to have 3 knights in play. That's going to be attacking for 12. And then we get a Fatal Push, like these 2 guys. Something like that, I think, is the plan. But yeah, we take a fair amount of damage right now. We do chump block this guy. Yeah. Don't see much else to do. I guess we also could consider... Maybe we should just attack right now. With like Toolcraft Exemplar. So we're going to be dealing 12 to him. And then a bunch the next turn. I just don't want to get too low too fast. Yeah, I think we play History of Benalia here. I don't think we try to go for anything else. Yeah, it's somewhat aggressive line, but I think it might work out. And it's so bad for us if he just doesn't block. And I mean, what else could we have there but Fatal Push if we make that attack? So chump block, take 8. Ah, okay. Well, I don't mind that. He could have Blossoming Defense. It's always an annoying one to look out for. Well, Galta, not great for us. Now we want to draw land. Alright, well, we drew our land. Is it enough? I mean, we have to get rid of Galta. There's just pretty much no way around that. And we get rid of Galta. Is he planning on blocking here? Maybe the plan can be cast out, chump block. This goes away next turn. We Fatal Push away a couple things and just almost kill him. I mean, we're hitting for 16. Unfortunately, almost killing him is not, you know, quite good enough. But yeah, let's do that. Is there any argument for chump attacking a guy in there? Like he trades and we get him for 4. Our history just does a lot less next turn. I guess what we have to consider too is 8, and then, so this is 8 damage. We'd have to block like this guy if he attacks and pumps it. It's just a little awkward. Maybe we do. So let's say he doesn't block with that guy. He blocks there, takes 8, and then we're gonna have 3 guys next turn. plus the fatal push. And if he does block, then we're not going to die next turn. Okay, I think I'm going to attack. We lose a guy, but we're trading with the Greenbelt Rampager. I think it's okay. Alright, he's taking 8, so I think there's a good chance we get to kill him next turn. I guess he can... I don't think pumping that is gonna do anything. Because that's only gonna put that guy up to 8. And if he attacks with both of those... we will have to... We'll have to block 2 things. I don't know. This could get interesting. This could get very interesting. We gotta play another Chump Blocker and Toolcraft Exemplar next turn if we want to. Alright, he's getting in with everything. So we gotta block here. That's for sure. And then we do have to block here. So we can pump this guy and make him trample over for 3. If he's also got a Blossoming Defense, I think we lose. But I don't want to lose 2 of my knights. Especially when we're going to be able to fatal push that guy. Yes, I think that's really the only reasonable play here. Yeah, the Blossoming Defense will be exactly lethal with the pump plus the Blossoming Defense. But it's just kind of the way he was playing last turn. Didn't seem like he was too worried about Blossoming Defense. Okay. Okay, well he's not getting our Galta right away. Well, we got a fatal push. I mean, you'd think you would leave that up to kill our cast out instead of playing like Greenbelt Rampager. Okay, so say we fatal push that guy, fatal push that guy. And then this guy's not attacking unless he pumps something. But if he pumps something, it gets trampled and activates that guy. We can chump block him, block the trampler, or not block the non-trampler, but any of these guys are going to be lethal. So I mean, basically, yeah, we kill these 2. He's going to have... I think we survive. I just don't know if we're going to have any board left or anything really to do. But not much of another option, I don't think. Maybe we should attack with these 2 guys first. And if we could like kill all of these guys... Like, I don't think he's going to block with this guy, but he might block with this guy. And then that way we can kill... Okay. Yeah, I think let's do that. Let's attack with both these guys. He's probably going to block, and not block with this guy. Go to 6. So we trade those. We'll have the knight plus the toolcraft back to block, and we'll kill those 2 guys. And just have to deal with these 2. He's got to pump this guy if he wants to attack with Ronus. I think it's our best play. Let's go ahead. How do we do that now? Let's attack first. Let's give him a little bit less information. If he wants to trade both of his guys, then we get to kill those 2. And then Toolcraft Exemplar will still be able to block him. So that seems good. I'm sure he's going to block Greenbelt Rampage on one of them. I don't think he might block Brontodon, because, I mean, the non-hasty Galta may not really matter at this point. But okay, he blocked how I thought he would. So let's go ahead and play Toolcraft Exemplar and kill that guy. Kill that guy. So if he pumps that guy to a 5/4, we block there, only take 3. I mean, then we're not doing anything, but again, I think it was our best chance. If he has like Cartouche, then I think we're dead. Okay, he's just pumping that guy. So yeah, we gotta block both. Go to 3. Man, I don't really know what actually is an out. Don't know that we've got one. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. Okay. Well, game 1 on the play is pretty tough against them. I think we basically played that right, though. I feel pretty good about how all that went. Okay, so we go big here. I think we want 4 fatal pushes, and Doomfall I think is going to be good enough. None of these other cards are good. Maybe there's scenarios where we want to bring in Fragmentize. Some of the lists play Heart of Cure and or board in Bestiary, whatever that called, Bestiary Stone. It's not called Bestiary Stone, but it's the one that lets you pay a green to draw a card when you play a creature. So Toolcraft Exemplars are generally an easy cut on the play. Not on the play, on the draw, but I think we still don't want them in this matchup when we're going for the more aggressive build, which I think we want to do even on the play against him, because he's just too good at racing as just getting giant threats out. I mean, Llanowar Elves, if he plays Llanowar Elf on turn 1 we can't answer, he's basically taken the play from us, and then we wish we had this configuration, so... and even without Llanowar Elves, he can easily get a board that's, you know, just very easy. Easily stops our offense, because he's got big million 3/4s and stuff in our deck, which 4 toughness things really kind of stop this deck in its tracks. So I think we'll go with this configuration. Yeah. I would like to play first. Alright, we'll lead with Deadlands, hope to get a 1-drop. Even if he plays the 1-mana 3/4 Rampager, we'll Fatal Push in response to trigger. Like, this is not a great hand, but it's an okay hand. Okay, the Plains makes it a lot better, so... question is, what do we actually want to get out? Like, Heart of Kirin is not really being activated anytime soon. Whereas Ballista is just kind of not doing that much. Does let us trigger Revolt at will. I think I just want to get Heart of Kirin out. I think it's... both cards kind of don't do much right now. But I think it's the one that's likely to do more soon, if that makes sense. Okay, we didn't really need the third one. Okay, well, we can risk getting a hit for 4 here. He's presumably going to play a 3-drop that can crew Heart of Kirin. But I think just using our mana efficiently is going to be worth it. Like playing Ballista for 1, not really that key. And then next turn we'll have 2 of the Knights up, so we'll be able to crew Kirin with that. Obviously, we're really wanting to trade off Heart of Kirin if at all possible, because we've got 2 more in hand. Be pretty surprised if he's not crewing and attacking here. Looks like he's not. Okay, I like that. It's just gonna give us a little bit more time. Okay, so now what? I think I'll just play Ballista for 1. It is really telegraphing what we've got in hand, but Ballista for 2, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it does much. Another alternative would be, we could just crew Heart of Kirin. I mean, I assume he's planning to attack. Or planning to block, I should say, with his Heart of Kirin. In which case we could trade Heart of Kirin's Fatal Push that guy and play another Heart of Kirin. That would work out very well for us. The only problem is if he doesn't block for some reason, then it's kind of annoying. Though I guess Ballista, you can always 2-for-1 yourself with Ballista. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not... Let's get in. And this is a play that's like kind of easily beaten if he... looks like he's not blocking. That's unfortunate for us. Yeah, I think we just play Ballista for 1. We're getting hit for 5 next turn, but we're hitting him back for like a whole lot. And yeah, I think Ballista leading up Fatal Push is better than Ballista for 2. It's got the black splash, it looks like. Not sure what for. Galta. Alright, well, we're gonna have to draw something to deal with that. Kind of feels like a blossoming defense here, which I don't like. But I think we're gonna have to deal with that at some point. So we're take 7 this turn, basically, if he's got blossoming defense. Galta is somewhat of a ridiculous card. 12-12 is a lot of power and toughness. Okay. It seemed like he was thinking about that there, so it wouldn't really shock me if he does have a blossoming defense and he just chose not to use it to save his Galta. I think we're just getting him for 4. Man, and then what? It ain't good. Because that's a lot of power. There's a whole lot of power. And we can't really block it. I guess actually we can try to trade Heart of Kirin for Steel Leaf Champion next turn. Maybe we should just Deadlands, put Deadlands counters on that guy. Let's attack with Heart of Kirin first and see what happens. We can crew Heart of Kirin on defense with the 1-1 and the 2-2. And Galta's a pain in the ass, though. Let's see if we get Fatal Pushed here or anything. And yeah, then I guess we're just putting counters on this guy. Because trading Heart of Kirin is fine. I don't know, is putting counters on that guy really do anything? I mean, is a 10-10 any different than a 12-12? I'm not sure. But like having our guy survive doesn't really make a difference since we got another one in hand that lets us attack next turn with it. It's not a good spot. Not a good spot. So put us down to 18. I think we're just taking a fat hit for 12. Okay, it does have Blossoming Defense. Not quite dead to another Blossoming Defense. It's only Oh, are we? I mean, if he has Fatal Push or something, we are, but... If he has Fatal Push plus Blossoming Defense, then we're done. Big 12. Need to draw the cast out. Okay, it's also not good because we can't block that, but at least it doesn't just kill us by itself. But we're pretty much dead now. Yeah, well, that was a swift loss. I don't think there's too much we could have done in either of those games. I don't think there's anything we could have done. Maybe it was better to not sack Deadlands, to leave Fumigate as somewhat of an out, though we could even have the Indestructible spell for 2 mana. But nothing more to do there. I don't think playing perfectly would have made a difference there, unfortunately. So, picked up a quick loss. We started out with a loss yesterday and won the last 4, so I've got hope. This didn't feel like they were that long. There's no way that was that long, right? Really, that was a 30-minute match? Oh. Felt like I lost way faster than that. It was only turn 6. Alright. We have a new opponent. Astronauts. Not just one astronaut, astronauts. Okay. You can't mulligan this hand, but it's optimistic. Let's put it. Let's say it's optimistic on the play, especially against a Llanowar elf. Yeah, I just don't know if you can mulligan this hand on the draw game 1, not knowing what they're playing. Could be good. Our Toolcraft Exemplars have looked absolutely horrendous. I guess it's a white permanent, so there is a... This isn't the fastest clock. They shouldn't have too many answers other than overwhelming us to a Lyra Dawnbringer game 1. I guess, it seems like the green decks... Ooh, Bristling Hydra, I haven't seen that one in a while. It's not attacking. Okay, can't attack. Yeah, it does feel like this deck gets on the back foot against the big green decks pretty quickly. I mean, their creatures just outclass us so badly. And certainly Galta does. To say Galta outclasses us is to put it very, very mildly. Can't really attack with Hydra here unless he's got some trickery. So, taking 3 is fine. Other Hydra. Yeah, still can't really do anything.
You're born alone and you die alone, and this world just drops a bunch of rules on top of you to make you forget those.
At least our double Knight of Malices are holding off his Hydras from just totally destroying us. Since we got six first striking power. Don't know what his other color is. We can be taking 3 a turn for a little bit. Maybe he doesn't even have another color. It could just be mono green energy, right? I'd just be playing either hub for energy. I think it's more likely... I don't know, maybe it's just mono green. Or sometimes they just have sideboard cards. Okay, well, He's got no cards in hand, and we got Lyra's for days. Had to use an energy. Oh, he used energy for that. I don't actually mind him using energy for that. Lyra might do the trick here. This is where Legendary is. She's proving to be much worse than Baneslayer Angel. Because it would be really nice to have two of these out right now. So yeah, hopefully this shuts him down. He's got 2 pumps on those guys. I think we are attacking. So I don't think he's got great attacks, barring trickery. So we want to start clocking him. I guess at some point we can consider, you know, legend ruling our guy, giving him vigilance. So I'm not sure Lyra Dawnbringer is doing too much else. And it seems like a favorable exchange if he wants to keep getting in that way. And by that way I mean with the Ether Sphere Harvester. I mean, obviously at some point he's going to have so much that he's just going to be able to like alpha us or make it so we can't really effectively block with these guys, because like right now if we double block we're taking 4, 7, 9, 14 to eat a Hydra, up to 16 actually. Alright, so he is going to get in with everything. So we'll actually double block on that guy, and then this guy is probably not doing much better than chump blocking. So we can like chump block a Hydra. Double block, double block. So double block there, eat that guy. Hope he doesn't have Blossoming Defense. Do we see what he got? He got a Ronus on top of his deck. That's not great. Okay, so we'll take 2, 6, 9, go to 10.
Get how that's a compliment for me.
You make me want to be a better man.
Okay, Fatal Push is solid. I guess we just have to lead back Lyra. Maybe that attack was aggressive to begin with. He did actually gain 6 life that turn. He's gonna have Ronus, and that's not gonna be too pleasant to deal with, because like, how do we ever block that guy? Guess we're getting with Scrap Heap Scrounger for sure. I mean, how does it look next turn if we do attack with Lyra? So then we'll have these first strikers, double block that, take 6, 9, kill that guy, or I guess 12, but we're going to 15. I'm just worried about Ronus, because we just don't really have anything to do about Ronus. I mean, maybe this is the turn we attack and then play another Dawnbringer just on defense. I think it actually is, because I don't think Lyra is ever dying. And if we draw something on like the next turn, then we won't have that option. So I think that's the best we're doing. Very briefly, she's a 6/6. Okay. He's drawn Ronus, so we don't have to worry about, I think, doing it on our turn. Since he's either got Blossoming Defense as his other card, or he doesn't. guess we'll kill this 4 power guy. Or 2 power guy, I mean 4 toughness, 2 power. It's just harder to block than the other ones. Okay, plane's not great. I think we just pass. We're taking like 5-ish from Ronus. I don't see what else to do. Just to play his land. I guess to pump the guy twice, so we take 9. So can't do that too many times. It's not gonna pump. I wonder what the no pump means. I will accept a Karn. I think we got a plus here. And hope to hit like a cast out or something like that. Okay, we get a history of Dominaria. Guess it'll provide some amount of chump blocking. And I'm pretty sure we can't attack. It does buy some turns against the Ronus. Especially if we get the, I don't know if what we're exactly doing with Karn this turn. Hopefully draw a cast out. I think we just plus again. We're still trying to hit a cast out. I know he's not going to give us cast out. Okay, Gideon also actually works. It's actually maybe better than cast out because it's not vulnerable to the Brontodon, and it is okay against multiple Ronuses. I mean, the Ronus, on the other hand, Ronus gets to still use his ability, but I think that's okay. Alright, that's as good as it's going to get, I should say. Then we're like mildly stable. Emphasis on the mild. So we'll minus and get Gideon. Can't attack with our big ass knights. Too bad Lyra Dawnbringer's not a knight. Yeah, we're kind of stable here. I think we want to plus on Karn. I think we can do better than minusing for history of Benalia. Getting 2 lands is pretty lame. I mean, could also consider just making an army of guys. I guess I should have played the plains. That's what he gave us, right? Pretty much got to play all of his lands because he's got Ronus out, so that is good news in terms of figuring out what's in his hand. Okay, another Ether Sphere Harvester. I don't think it changes too much. I guess on a turn. I mean, I guess maybe like next turn even he can activate both, and then he can just chump attack into the Lear Dawnbringer and pump one of them, the one that gets through to kill Gideon. So we'll see if we can draw something that does something about that. Perhaps we should just start making Karn tokens here. Maybe, I mean, even if they become 6/6s, it's not that great. So he's going to attack Gideon. So what's his play here? He played the Ether Sphere Harvester this turn, right? I don't get it. So we can activate 3 times. Oh, okay. I get it. So we'll just... Okay, I guess because of the Ether Hubs too. That's where I missed how we got all that energy. Well, how do we want to proceed here? So pump one up 3 times. I don't know if there's a way we're saving Gideon here. So maybe we're just first striking down 1, gain 5. Because basically our options are we can like double block, like block with this guy and one of them, and then block with this guy and another one. But then the one we block with just this guy is going to pump up 3 times and give trample. And you can get a trample. You can make it like 11 power or something like that, so it's easily trampling over this guy for lethal. Yeah, I think we just eat one of the guys, gain 5. We're losing Gideon, unfortunately. Yeah. Not much else. Can't give it 8 toughness. I should have blocked with all of them. So Gideon down. Alright, let's plus Karn. We can play the other Karn if we get something we really need. Hopefully we do. Like a cast out would be basically ideal. I mean, another Gideon would be okay too. I think I prefer cast out. Man, we just get millions of History of Benalias. Well, I think having millions of History of Benalias is just not really going to do that much. Maybe we should have just played a token there. I think I would have definitely played the token if I didn't minus on Karn. I mean, obviously. I mean, if I didn't draw the other Karn. Because just the ability to maybe get a cast out off of that I think was too tempting, and I think it was correct. But unfortunately we hit hot garbage. So now we have to consider what we're doing. So he's going to attack with this. I don't think he's going to attack with anything else. But he can pump it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can pump it 3 times. That's 11 power. Okay, well, I think we just let that happen more or less. It's not too good. Maybe next turn we just start making Karn tokens. Yeah, I think we're plussing Karn again next turn if we don't draw a cast out. If he attacks Karn, it's kind of good for us. So could have drawn a land. He didn't need to play it beforehand if he did. Alright. I don't think we're dying here. I could be wrong. I'm not sure what I'm not getting here. Or am I just... So he gets a pump... Oh, he's sending everything at Karn. Okay, well, I like that. So the only question is, are we chump blocking him? There's no reason to, because he just gets a pump 3 times. So, yeah, he's gonna kill Karn no matter what, right? Because he gets to make that 9 power. Alright, well, seed 1. Blossoming Defense or something, which it kind of makes sense. That type kind of makes sense, Blossoming Defense, but I think we gotta go for it. It could also just be pumping, yeah. Yeah, Blossoming Defense actually doesn't make sense. No, it does. But he doesn't have it. Okay, Knight of Malice. Alright, I think we Karn and minus and get a history finale. That's better. Better than making a 2-2 with this. We gotta make 2-2s for a few turns that way. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, we need to lead back this guy to block that so we can try to keep Karn on board, or at least make some kind of very large ground attack that's going to be very costly for him. I mean, we're 20. I'd say the game is still uncertain. Maybe just attack with Ronus, given how quickly he did that. Okay, Deadlands is alright. He can't pump himself, right? So actually, if I put counters on that guy, then... If I put counters on that guy, then he can't... He can still attack because he's Death Touch. I think we want more Benalia. Could argue I could plus there, because in that way it gets a cast out exiled. This guy can get pretty large, but I don't think large enough to matter. We probably want to do something with our deadlines right now. Maybe put it on, I think, just Long Tusk Cub. We'll sack the Sheffet Dunes. I don't think we're getting him that way this game. Though every time I say that, I'm wrong. And I know he can pump in response and stuff. So maybe for that reason it's actually better to get that guy. But if he uses the counters, that's less... It's counters he can't use on his Bristling Hydra. So, I don't know, maybe it's just strictly better to put it on that guy, I'm not sure. Yeah, with the Death Touch Indestructible combo, that is gonna make, if near deadlinesing that guy, with all of the pump he has, not really do that much. Okay. Let's go ahead and plus on Karn. Try to dig for something. Walking Ballista doesn't do much. Alright, so we'd have to put 2 counters on this guy down to 4. If he wants to save that guy, but may as well just like put it on this guy or something. I don't know that. I guess put it on this guy. Let's just kill that guy. Just get rid of an attacker. Probably should have done that previously. Because with the pump ability, him just being able to get through with a big guy is too good. If he has Blossoming Defense and he ever draws it, that could be an issue. Ballista next turn seems like it should be good. We got chump blockers for days here with the Knight tokens. Not the usual use for that, but yeah, it's somewhat useful that he has to play all his lands. Okay, I like that. Alright, let's plus on Karn. Yeah, let's plus on Karn. Again, just trying to dig for a cast out. And it's going to really improve our board position if we can even just get it exiled. And we can Ballista on a turn where we don't want to play Gideon. Okay, we just get millions of lands. And a redundant Ballista. I mean, we don't... I guess to what extent cast out's totally needed, I'm not sure. Since we got this going. How does it look if we make an attack with the Angel now, since... Nah, we can't, because we don't want this guy to kill Gideon. So can't do that. Once we get Ballista up for like 12 million next turn, then we might be talking. And yeah, I don't think there's any attacks with the Knights. Maybe we could have attacked with one. He can only pump this guy twice. So we can't actually block with it. We probably don't need all those blockers. Alright, he's got Branch Walker. He's got Lanarels that's going in the yard. So unknown card on top. Okay, Toolcraft Exemplar is awful. So we have 6, 10, 14. So we can make a 7/7 Walking Ballista. Seems good. Maybe we should plus on that and start getting in with this guy and just play a giant Ballista. What are we going to do with Karn? Well, we're going to minus, obviously. That's what we're going to do with Karn. So let's attack. Plus on that. Play the giant Ballista. Yeah, this should be pretty good. Because we could just chump block with the Knights. It's really not costing us anything to chump block with the Knights. And this way, he's not going to be able to pump that guy to 1 million with Ronus. So we'll get him for 5. And we'll make giant Ballista. go ahead and let's kill Llanowar Elf. We'll kill this guy. If he wants to trade an energy for... or 2 energy for one of the counters on this guy, that's more than okay with me. Alright, pass. I think we're actually ahead now. Can get another giant ballista next turn and really mow down his guys. Let's shoot in response here. Got a Ronus. I assume that's going right into the yard. Okay, Scrounger doesn't do that much. I think I'm just going to make another Ballista, so we can actually start getting pretty aggressive here, realistically. Definitely getting in for 5. Definitely making another Ballista. Okay, yeah. So let's do this now in case he's got Blossomy Defense somehow. I don't think he can, but it'd be annoying to lose our Angel for sure. Can also just like burn him out with these ballistas at some point. For 7. Like next turn even. So we've got 15 mana, so that means we can put 4 if we draw land counters on our guy. We'll block with Toolcraft here, I think. I guess we'll block with the Knight. Toolcraft attacks for 1 more. Looks like we're doing it this game. He may have to just be chump block. He has to chump block here with the Heart of Kirin, so I will +1 now, so make it a more difficult choice for him. Alright, so he's going to give us Scavenger Ground. So let's attack with Lyra, see if he is in fact chump blocking. He's kind of got it. Dying. And I guess actually we just killed him with the ballistas, didn't we? Don't think he's gonna have anything that can interact with this. This was a long game. Okay, well, that was an incredibly long game. Alright, but we got there somehow. Alright, gotta collect ourselves, gotta try to play really quickly in this next game. I think Doomfall is good, Fatal Push is good. I think this is what we want. Take out Toolcrafts and Scroungers. I don't know if anything's better than a Scrounger. Maybe actually this guy's better than a Scrounger. But Scrounger does crew Heart of Kirin, so he doesn't have absolutely no utility, even on the defense, despite the inability to block. I kind of wouldn't hate another land in the sideboard. I don't know if I'd bring it in here, but I think think I'd bring it in often enough that I would want it. Because you do board up to be pretty expensive in these situations. Generally, you're doing that on the draw, where you're benefiting from higher effective land count, but still would be nice. So I think we'll run this. I mean, duress is possibly better than a scrap heap scrounger, actually. Believe it or not. Because getting blossoming defense and stuff is actually pretty good, because might be surprised how often that settles the game. Alright, we'll bring in one duress instead of a scrounger. Scrounger does generally pretty much suck. Like, bringing him in just to crew Heart of Kirin on defense. Pretty narrow. I don't think we want duress more than anything else, though. I think we get better post-board. Obviously depends to some extent on what exactly his sideboard plan is. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in, and thanks to anybody who is watching after the fact, either on Twitch VOD or on my new YouTube channel, which I've got somewhere. I think I put it. I guess I don't think I did put it anywhere, actually. Okay, this hand looks excellent. He's gonna have ways to deal with Lyra now, because they're almost certainly bringing in the 3 mana destroy an enchantment or a flying creature. So our Lyra is not just gonna totally win us the game like last time. Alright, let's just get the swamp in play. Make him fear Fatal Push that we clearly don't have, because my keyboard would be melting from how fast I'd be doing that. Alright, we got answer for that. In the form of Settle the Wreckage, that is. Hopefully he doesn't play around it. We may discover that he is sideboarding some non-green spell against us, which it's going to be hard to predict what it is. Though I think there's no way they're doing that off of just Ether Hubs. He had literally all Forest and Ether Hubs, so there's no way you splash something off just Ether Hubs. And none of his creatures gave him other colors of mana either. So what does that one do? It's just like a 5-card version of... Oh, hits just creatures, okay. Alright, let's play History of Benalia, and I think we just may as well attack here. Like, Blossoming Defense, he gets to eat our guy, but if that's the worst Blossoming Defense is trading with Knight of Malice, then we're in good shape. And even if he's playing a big guy here, which he doesn't have the 5/4 in hand, I'm sure that we'd hear about that before we hear about Ronus or Second Line or Elf. So I'm guessing he's got a pretty awkward draw. Likely some expensive cards, so a 5-drop might be coming down. Now sometimes they play the Flagship, which that'd be not good news for us. But he wouldn't be able to do too much with it this turn, other than obviously killing Knight of Malice. Because he can't crew it and attack with Ronus. Okay, that guy I don't mind seeing. If that's the best he's doing at 5, I think we're in probably good shape. Okay, cast out I like. Let's go ahead and get... We need to get down another black source, so we can Deadlands next turn. Let's go ahead and get down the Chapel. And I think we are attacking for 3 again. Gotta get in those hits when you can. And then we'll have Settle the Wreckage plus Cast Out up. And we'll definitely be doing one of them. Casting out Ronus on his instep if we need to. Alright, he got a Galta. So I guess we'll be casting out Galta more likely, because it's only going to cost him 4 mana. I guess that doesn't... It's basically free when he's going to be casting Galta. So, good for him. And then he does get to attack with Ronus the Indomitable. And if he wants to attack with Ronus... If he attacks with just Ronus, I'll probably just cast out it. Then we'll probably just play Settle the Wreckage next turn. Do gotta watch out for the enchantment removal thing. So I got one card in hand though. So that's the good news. Okay, I think I like that. Let's get down Scavenger Grounds, that way we can sack it next turn to Ifnir Deadlands. I don't think we get Lyra down this turn because we need to settle the wreckage on his dude. So let's just pass. Hopefully we get off a pretty good settle here. The history of Benalia is not great in this matchup. It's often, I think, a stream of chump blockers, but sometimes that's what you need. I mean, it kind of won us the last game. I'm at 5 minutes, so I really gotta hurry here. I can't be doing things off screen here. Ah! What the hell is that? Alright, well, we gotta settle the wreckage here. The rest of his board is not that scary. We may even save Fatal Push, I think we do. Unless he plays something really frightening. Gotta get down Lyra to start winning next turn. Alright, he's got a Ronus. It's not great for us. Alright, let's get down Lyra. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry. Probably just take 5. I think we're winning the race. A big ass odd growth walker. Blossoming Defense. Don't like seeing that. I assume that's staying right on top. So we'll probably use our Fatal Push this turn. Maybe kill that 3/5. Getting down another first strike blocker is going to be pretty good. Yeah, we'll kill the 3/5 end of turn. Get this out of our hand. Then maybe even use Ifnir Deadlands. Because that guy, once he's a 4/6, I think he's actually going to be kind of annoying. But I'll take 5. Alright, I need to draw basically an answer this turn here. That's not quite an answer. I mean, we're not dying right away. I don't think. Alright, let's go ahead and kill, I think, a Llanowar Elf. I'm not really thinking about this too hard here. Because we gotta play quickly. I don't think there's a way to not take a damage there. We had to use essentially 4 black this turn. I don't think we're just like dying here, so we chump block. You can pump twice. Taking 12, probably he's pumping. He's got Blossoming Defense, yeah. It's gonna be rough. So 14, 16 points of damage here. I guess we could draw, I don't know, I don't think we can draw anything. Alright, I think we're just dead here. Let's just concede and get to the next game, try to win quickly. Okay, do we want to change anything? I think we don't want to take out a land, or obviously not take out a land. We wish we had a land to bring in. Yeah, it's got to play super fast here. Got like 3.5 minutes here. Not ideal. That game 1 was epic. We won the game, but lost the time war. Lost the battle. Won the battle, lost the time war. Let's play first. If we play quickly, we should be okay. I got a mulligan that. Alright. Bottom. Put on the no bluff. Didn't that say no bluff? Okay, well, no 1-0 land our elf is good. Maybe regret putting that land on the bottom. That's one of the least aggressive things you could be doing. Need just another land here. Hopefully draw a 4-drop then a land. Or not a 4-drop, but less than 5-drop in a land. And that order would be ideal. So we'll take 2. What do you hit? Okay, I'll take a Deadlands. He hit a Galta, that's not good. I mean, we do have Angel of Sanctions, and I guess he's not casting it that soon. I think we'll double block the Jade Light Ranger, just to preserve life total. Uh, 7, so Galta costs 12, so it's not casting it this turn. And removing power from his board delays Galta, so... Yeah, that guy's giant. Alright, so we got a land off of that. Taking 5 here, it's not insignificant. I guess we Angel of Sanctions the 5/7 next turn. Pretty straightforwardly, actually. I guess we're attacking both our guys. We're happy to make any kind of trade here. Because that's going to limit his ability. Yeah. It's going to limit his ability to play Galta. Yes. So I've only used like 45 seconds. And I know we can just Angel of Sanctions his Galta, but I think just slowing him down in any capacity is going to be good. Or maybe he even just gets to play Galta now, yeah. Definitely double blocking here. Because that's, once we Angel of Sanctions that, he's not going to have another naturally 4-power creature. And then the 3/4, yeah, we gotta attack here, I think. He's got F6. I can't really block with this guy. Or block that guy on him. Taking 10 here is pretty shitty. Maybe we do it, we just, yeah, let's do it, and then we'll embalm that guy and get Galta. If he pretty much died to the Blossoming Defense, but looks like that's not going to happen. Alright, let's Angel of Sanctions. And we gotta block him on him. Should he pump? Might just die anyway though, don't we? Because of the trample. Yeah, we got a double block. That's terrible. I don't know, do we have a better option there? Obviously having to play super fast here. Anything that leaves Galta on board doesn't seem like it's doing us any favors. Alright, we can... He's gotta attack. Oh, he didn't attack Branch Walker. I can't believe it. If he has blocking defense, we're losing. That's fine. But this is kind of okay. So, what do we do? What do we do? Playing Dawnbringer for sure. For sure. Yeah, I guess we have to chump block with... And give him back. We'll chump block with this guy. Yeah. Oh, that guy's lifelink now. We're not blocking with that guy or anything, so let's get 4 life back. And then we got a chump block on... I guess he's activating that. So we'll chump block Ronus. He gets back Wild Growth Walker, it's not a big deal. I kind of feel like we're not totally dead here. What if he pumps that on that guy? That's actually somewhat awkward. I guess we're just chump blocking that guy. We'll gain 4, so we won't die to him. Okay, so we don't die to that. So yeah, if he throws the desert on the Steel Leaf Champion, Angel of Sanction goes in front of it, and we can just take 5 damage from Ronus because we'll gain 4 lifelink off of that. All right, looks like that's what he's doing. And then we can embalm because he can't trample it as well. Or we could just kill that guy and trade. Yeah, let's do this. Not 100% sure it's right, but I think it's actually okay. If alright, he's got the Branch Walker. Okay, let's play Gideon. Plus on him. Play Karn. Minus make a token? I guess so. I don't really know. And I don't think we're blocking with that. Gotta play fast. And actually gotta kill him at some point too. Like trading this guy off would actually be fine because we'd rather have him in the graveyard and him have a Wild Growth Walker again. I don't know, maybe I should have plus Karn there, but can't feel too bad about making, you know, you gotta make these split-second decisions here. So he's got only 5 mana, so he can only pump once. Yeah, he's not gonna attack. We'll happily make this trade. We gotta get rid of Ronus, plus on the Galta. Let's minus on Gideon. Not sure if this is alright. And let's do that. Could probably attack with both there. But we got a minute left, so we're making some snappy decisions right now. Okay. Hit Llanowar Elf. If he attacks Wild Growth Walker, I guess then we can just block with our 3/4. And Fatal Push the other one. Okay, maybe not block with our 3/4. So we'll chump block one of them because I'm sure he's gonna be attacking our Planeswalkers. doesn't really help us here. Let's get some cards. What are we getting? Isolated Chapel. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Select that desert. And attack with those guys. No, let's attack with just one. It's a 29 life. Could have. He's actually low. Almost. No, he's not lower than time on this. Never mind. Doomfall. Okay. Alright, Lyra Dawnbringer is a good one. Don't know if we're gonna make it on this one, guys. That's not good. Should have attacked, should have attacked. But we got 11 seconds left. It's attacking everything at us. We're just dead this way. No, we're not dead. He gets to get back his Ronus. I don't think we're doing this with 5 seconds here. Yeah. That's GG. 0 seconds. I don't know, we might have actually had a chance here if we could keep playing. Unfortunate. Alright, well, I'm not going to drop out of the league because we're just doing this for testing. So just trying to get the reps. Unfortunate for it to go that way. I think we're in actually in okay shape. 6 seconds first. Maybe I should have just been, I don't know. Quite an epic match there. Definitely if I'd played some of the earlier games faster, then I guess he would have timed out. So definitely one of my weaknesses as a player. I can be a little bit slow. Yeah, I think we had the tools to win that game. I think we had the tools to win that game. Would like to play first. Yeah, nothing wrong with this hand. 2, 3, 4. Alright. I'm in the mindset of playing super fast. Let's get down the Scrounger instead of the Ballista. I forget what deck is playing that super card. Is this like the Antiquities War deck? Congratulations. Or no, I guess this is like the improvised deck. I'm playing like super fast now, even though, I mean, I should in general play faster, but I don't need to be playing as if I've got 5 seconds left. So they play that like demon guy. Honestly, don't even know how much it costs, so I don't know if he's going to be playing him this turn. I think he costs more than 6, so I don't think he's playing him this turn. That card seems like hot garbage. Wow. So, I mean, if he has the demon in hand, I guess he's coming down next turn. That is yet to be seen. And we'll just play Karn. Let's just Karn and make a guy. I should have played that. Because that way if I drew a swamp then... Okay, what is this for? Does he have Spell Pierce or something? feel like he should be lower life, shouldn't he? Oh, I guess that's right. He gained 1 million off that. So is that giant demon coming down? Also, that would have been another reason not to play planes, because I could discard planes instead of another if you're dead lands. That should be superior. Never played against this deck before. It would make sense that he's got his own Karns in that deck, wouldn't it? Okay, well at least we can kill Karn. And actually like kind of wipe his board here. Because we do this for 2, we're gonna shoot that. That guy becomes a 5/5. So I only need to send 2 at Karn. It's just gonna take it. Okay. Well, if he's got the demon now. Okay, so he's got 5 mana, impulse for an artifact. Got a sentinel totem. I can't have to admit I don't know what that card does. Man, he's playing some real shitters. Some serious shit over there. Some seriously hot garbage. I mean, we do have to worry about dying to this. That is a real thing. Okay, I'll take 6. That's a pretty aggressive attack. 2, 4, 7, 8. 4, 7, 8. 12, 13. He's very close to dead. I think we just played 2 guys this turn. Attack with everything. I don't know if he put on top or bottom. Let's see if let's find out about that. Put a card on top. Something he wanted. Whatever that may be. Should be able to kill him next turn, I would think. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Ruins the element of surprise, but I'm not sure we need it. I don't know, maybe it's better to have the element of surprise. Okay, if he attacks for 10, I think he dies. I think he dies anyway. Let's see, if we just pump our ballista and shoot these 2 guys, then he gets to block this guy and take 7, 10. 7, 10, yeah, exactly dead. Not exactly dead. Oh, he gets to make another guy with that. Alright, well we got time to think about this, so... Actually, we get to pump our guys, and then Ballista still gets to attack. That's kind of cool. So he'll be a 1/1. Alright, so we're going to do this. Shoot that. Attack with everything. He's going to make a cog worker, so he gets to block this guy and this guy. And then he'll block 2 guys. No, he'll block 3 guys. So he'll block 1, 2, 3, and then take 5... Or no, sorry, 6, 7 points of damage. And not quite die, and then we're gonna die to this. Sketchy. What if we shoot that? may have us here, unfortunately. Because he'll get to block 3 guys. And not quite enough mana to do what we need. I mean, can we survive next turn? We gotta block. We can let 2 artifacts through, so he's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys. We're gonna have 4 blockers. I guess we get to kill one of those with the ballista. I don't know. Let me just do this math again. So, pump our team, shoot a guy. He'll have 3 blockers. So he'll block 1, 2, 3. These guys will get through for 6, 7 points of damage. And then he'll kill us. I don't see it. I don't see a way through here. The Cogworkers puzzle knot was too good. It was just too good. If we kill that, shoot a token, he gets to block these 2 guys. Takes 7. A bunch of ways to get him to 2. Yeah, I think he's got us. I think he's got us. I don't see a way out. Let's make him do it, I guess. Maybe he'll miscount and concede. That's basically our hope right now. Yeah, I don't think he's doing that. Maybe I miscounted. Maybe he'll block badly. Bunch of things that aren't gonna happen here. Yeah, look at that. He's blocking exactly like we thought, and he's going to 2. Alright, well, we just got Antiquities Ward. I guess Fragmentize. I mean, he's kind of got a bunch of garbage. Not played against this deck before. Angel of Sanction seems good. Settle the Wreckage seems good. I don't think Doomfall is doing anything. He's got a lot of servos. It's like to rest his Angel of Sanction and settle the Wreckage. That seems pretty solid, man. I think we want to try to be pretty aggressive on the play still. Maybe Karn is just going to be like too slow. Actually, I'm thinking Karn and Gideon are a bit on the slow side. And maybe Ballista's worse than Gideon. I mean, Ballista cleans up after the servos, which is something. These fatal pushes are bad. Let's take out the fatal pushes. Okay, I'd like to play first. Awkward hand. Suppose we keep it. Sucky, it's just not that fast, but I mean, we're attacking with Heart of Kieran on turn 3. It's not that good. Get isolated chapel down, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Great draw. Sarcasm, if you didn't notice. And we get to play Ballista plus a Toolcraft Exemplar. Yeah, it's not the lightning fast draw we're really hoping for, but I don't think we can mulligan there. Let's see, names Ballista. Oh no, he can name Heart of Kieran here. Doesn't have to be a card in our hand. Okay, I think getting down 2 of these guys is going to be better. Another card was in standard. Let's play that. Attack for 6. I know he's gonna name Ballista, but that's how it goes. I'd rather keep the 2. I mean, he's gonna do more than 2 damage attacking, or he's gonna do at least 2 damage attacking. So, okay, not a bad draw. Not a bad draw. Going to 8. Counter this. Looks like he's going to counter it. Still dead to our board next turn, so he's going to have something. I'm not capable of paying 3. So Antiquities War is Stone Blank. Onto's Last Reckoning, okay. I guess it gives us a little bit of time. If we draw a land here, it'd be ideal. Okay, History of Benalia. Because if we draw a land, we can play the Angel, exile this thing. He's got another counterspell. I mean, I guess it's better than hitting our Angel. Yeah, I mean, Antiquities War, his lands don't untap, so I guess with that land he can still counter it, but we don't have the mana anyway. I wonder if he plays the demon. He's got the puzzle knot. This looks like a demon to me, so we'll discard. I guess the Toolcraft Exemplar, what else? We can just discard that on his instead. And then get it back. Meanwhile, we're not doing too much else. Jeez, what a card. So the answer is he does play the demon. Don't reckon an attack's coming. Alright, so discard Scrounger, get back Scrounger. Okay, it's his land. That might be enough there. I hope his last card's not something sick. Oh, he's gonna kill some knights. Yeah, I guess he doesn't die here. I guess he can just kill the angel in response, can't it? But I guess he's got to sack some artifacts for that. That's some small benefit. And then we can, I guess, try to do it again. Doesn't do anything, right? But then we get an embalmment, I guess. Somewhat of a thing. I mean, he's not progressing too much against us right now. If he plays like Antiquity Wars now, then somewhat of an issue. I think he kind of attacks too aggressive. No, I guess he just figures he can just kill our guys. So that is fair enough. I don't know if that's right for him to do. He's got the Scavenger Grounds to deal with our Scrap Heap Scrounger, which is pretty annoying. So maybe that's enough to make it correct. So maybe we just get back Scrap Heap now. Exile our yards, we can't Angel of Sanctions, not unreasonable. He's got the seal in. Alright, gonna have to draw some way to deal with the demon. We got a few ways to deal with the demon. It's not one of them. Let's see if he wants to sack his Sorcerer Spyglass. Sort of doubt it. Why would he do that? Now he gets... Oh no, he didn't sack the Sorcerer's Spyglass. So... Yeah, we're dead. Well, that's unfortunate, so... I've not really been doing a lot of winning today. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing. Like I said, I'm doing this for testing. I don't know, it's weird. I mean, it's not that weird. Like, it's just Magic. I think I've actually played probably better this time around than the previous ones. Probably should have won against Mono Green, but we timed out. He had 6 seconds on clock, we had 0 seconds on clock. This is kind of a goofy deck. Who knows what the matchup's really like. We certainly had some outs there, plenty of outs, but opponent played well, so hats off to him. So anyway, let me be right back actually. Let me run to the bathroom and then we'll get into the next round. Alright. Let's get into the next match. Yeah, pretty brutal day so far today. No, I don't think there's anything we could have done that game. That Demon's a good card. Hey, what's going on? They call me Kef. Not too bad, not too bad. Hoping to win, and wish be a little bit better if I was winning a few more matches today, but that's the game we love, right? The game we all love and hate so much. Alright, ITL dude, maybe Italian dude? I think it's Italian dude. Oh, 03 versus 02, so this should be a real interesting one. Speaking of a real interesting one, talk about a hand that really needs to draw another white source. It's perfectly good if we draw a white source. We have many of them. We've got 2 draw steps to do it. Like these, it also kind of sucks that these Toolcraft exemplars are so bad. Yep, it happens. Played something similar to what you just played when 04 dropped. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Okay, well, that justifies the hand a little bit more. Play that, and we're in business for sure if we draw a white source next turn. We'll have to consider what we're doing, but we're definitely in business. If I can salvage a 2-3 out of this, I'll be pretty happy. Presumably irrigated farmland means blue-white control. So we can't seal away our knight. That's good. Didn't draw that other white source. seal away our toolcraft exemplar. That's about it. Would still be good to draw another white source if you weren't clear on that. Not as good to draw that. At least we're kind of doing something though. Next turn we'll have to start playing around. I think he might have Seal Away in his hand, and he was just trying to think about what to do with it. I mean, our shitty draw is at least achieving some pressure on him. Do we play Toolcraft Exemplar here? I guess so. That way, we won't attack with everything next turn if... Alright, he's gonna blink of an eye, that guy. Kind of makes me think he doesn't have Settle the Wreckage. Okay. Let's attack with 2 guys. Actually, let's attack with all 3 guys. If he lets us resolve one of these 3 drops, I think that's fine. And actually getting a bunch of lands wouldn't be that bad. Like, it's not clear that these guys are worse than lands, or better than lands in this situation. I'll take 3 lands when I'm stuck on 2, you know? Alright. Let's play a History of Benalia. I think it's getting encountered. Yep. Is he gonna fumigate here? I don't mind a fumigate. Alright, well we can Gideon on that guy. Yeah, let's Gideon. No, I did not. Oh, I realized right after I tapped the last one that I was casting History of Benalia, not Gideon. That's not good. That's going to decrease our chances of winning. That was the worst card in our hand, maybe, to play. You guys heard it. I said I should play Gideon. Yikes. Yeah, it'd be a lot better to have Gideon play right here than this History of Benalia. It's like noticing that split second right before you do it. That's fine. I'll take a swamp, I guess. Always fun. Now we have to go for a much worse Gideon. Well, let's attack with... attack with 3 guys, I guess. Because I think he'll still settle the wreckage and we get to save a Toolcraft Exemplar. I don't know, he might not. Let's attack with... let's leave back 1 guy. Alright, settle the wreckage. It's perfectly fine here. And now I'll actually play Gideon instead of other nonsense. Had to make that juicy enough for him to actually want to cast it. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to not play Knight. It's gonna get pumped by the History of Benalia next turn. So, and Fumigate's not too big of a deal here. Another Settle the Wreckage, or I guess he's probably got the stupid Gear Hulk here every time, right? Like actually 100% of the time. What do we want to do about that? Let's play Karn first, I guess. Because that way he's got a Gear Hulk and Disallow. Pretty awkward if he just like has a counter in hand. Yeah, let's do this first. Could maybe do that. I don't know, just making a big attack. It's gonna mean that our Gideon's probably gonna die to his Gear Hulk. Alright, so he's gonna disallow that. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Attack, like, if we tacked a bunch in there, Gear Hulks and settles the wreckage, then resolving Karn's not that good. So, yeah. Don't think any sort of attack is worthwhile here. And we'll chump block with Toolcraft Exemplar to save our boy. So he's gonna crack that right now. Did I cast it? Alright, well he's down to 1 card, so if we can get any kind of reasonable top deck, then it could be okay. Every hit from that is just such a pain. This guy's got a good deck, not sure. We both have really good decks, so I guess most people in the competitive queue have good decks. I mean, our deck's not the absolute worst if he's hitting us with that, but obviously we can't be doing it too many times. Alright, well. So we do 14. I don't think we're racing the Angel. I think we gotta get rid of the Angel, huh? And then attacking. Let's go ahead and... He's probably going to do this instep, and then we'll respond to that with cast out. Does any kind of attack make sense? I mean, as usual, you got the classic dilemma of settle the wreckage. I think an attack does make sense. Takes 11, goes to 6. Are we beating a settle the wreckage at this point? Do we just like totally play into it? We might beat a settle the wreckage here. He's only got 2 cards in hand. I don't know how many they play main deck, how many settle the wreckages they play. It would not be fun if he has a... 'Cause I feel like we kind of just want to attack with everything. Does he leave that guy? Alright. Let's see if he has it. Or another Gear Hulk, obviously, would be a problem. Alright, looks like he doesn't have it. And then, we're either going to do this on instep or his upkeep. I assume he's going to draw cards here. Please no settle the wreckage. Okay. So he's going to do that. Take 9. Go to 8. Should we just do this in his upkeep? Yeah, let's do it in his upkeep. I don't think there's a reason to do it any other time, because he's going to be able to cast any counterspell he has right now. This at least makes him use mana on his turn. Unless I'm forgetting something. Well, that certainly seems like he's got settled the wreckage, doesn't it? I think we'll just attack with 2 and play Gideon. It doesn't have enough mana to settle the wreckage. Plus, I guess a Gear Hulk would also be pretty annoying. Settle the Record would be a lot better than another Gear Hulk. This isn't the card I thought. He's playing that deck. Okay. I thought this was the draw 2 cards one. I was mistaken. Take off the upkeep step. And we're at 4. Probably drawn lands. Okay, I don't mind that. So we'll plus attack with our Scroungers and play another Scrounger. Can't play around anything with him having 1 card in hand. And the board such as it is. Dead next turn if he doesn't draw something. I guess he just wants to thin here. Is he just gonna mill somebody? What does milling do? Don't know what milling does. I think we just... Yeah, we just plus... If he settles the wreckage, like, it's pretty much game over. Whereas... So maybe it's better to play around Seal Away, which we could do by activating Gideon. Like, if we settled if he had settled the wreckage, we're losing all of our Scrap Heap Scroungers. And then we just are left with Gideon. Which could be okay, actually, because Gideon's going to be lethal with just Sheffit Dunes. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, this is definitely better. Sell the wreckage, really? Ugh, that troll. Frickin' troll. Good lord. Alright, so we got the control plan here, which is... This is my tech against control, not settle the wreckage, but Shalai. I think Fragmentize is good against them. It gets back stuff from Cast Out and Seal Away, which I think he's playing. Did he ever play a Cast Out? Yeah, he played a Cast Out. So I think we want all of these. Then I guess you just want to take out... Like, you're just never beating them that fast. You're going to be grinding them out. And the Toolcraft Exemplars, maybe they're not that bad. Don't know what we take out. Fatal Pushes are certainly bad. I think you want Angel of Sanctions too, don't you? Yeah, I think you just try to go a little bit... Not bigger than them, but bigger than you are normally. Yeah, I think we have too much against control, really. That's a problem with our sideboarding. Alright, I'll take out a land because we're on the draw. Scrounger seems like you still want it just because of Wraths and stuff. Because I'm sure he's got Fumigate at least post board. How much do we actually need Cast Out? Or Angel of Sanctions, actually, for that matter. We do need Cast Out to deal with the Baneslayer Angels. Maybe Angel of Sanctions not necessary, though. I don't think Ballista's good, actually. So maybe we want that over Angel of Sanctions. Do we like this configuration? Yeah, we're not super high curve, so we don't need the extra land. I don't think we want the Toolcraft Exemplars. I just think that's just going to be a little bit too fragile of a plan. Alright. This is a fine hand. That card's not good against us. I've got news for him. So definitely be playing Heart of Kirin next turn. Heart of Kirin's a fairly difficult card for them to deal with in a lot of ways. He's missing, seems to be missing land drops. Do we just want to get Treasure Map down? I don't think so. If he's gonna be missing land drops, then I guess one awkward thing about that is we're not gonna be able to crew Heart of Kirin right away. So maybe we should just play like Scrounger. I could actually buy that. Let's play Scrounger. If he leaves up white mana, then well, they may just seal away, right? I don't see a reason to seal away. Man, he's drawn all planes. This guy is the actual unluckiest. Don't you think he would have sealed away right there? Maybe not. I'm gonna attack. This guy might get sealed away, but I guess he's gonna seal away at some point. Okay, well, this is way better that than Heart of Kirin or even Treasure Map. Let's go ahead and get Scrounger down. And then next turn we can go Treasure Map plus a Heart of Kirin. Probably more likely to play Karn, actually. Next turn. In which case, maybe we just want to be getting Treasure Map down. Kind of want to take advantage of the tempo, but given that he's missing, you know, his colors, but I have a feeling the game's going to go a bit longer than that, unfortunately. Let's get down Scrounger. Not sure about that. Hopefully he keeps missing blue. Alright, he's got blue. So I guess now we'll play Heart of Kirin, then Treasure Map. See if he's got Negate or something. I think he'll negate a Heart of Kirin. Got like hieroglyphics here. Yeah. It's got Baneslayer Angel. I think we want to upkeep and not his upkeep, our upkeep. Scry an upkeep here, I think. Duress what we want? I don't know that Duress is what we want. Because he's got this giant creature we can't do anything about. That is something. For sure, that is something. Do we plus Karn here? Yeah, let's go ahead and plus Karn. I don't think it's getting better than that. Maybe just throw Heart of Kirin. Yeah, let's throw Heart of Kirin in front of the Baneslayer there. We've got an extra one. may actually not be that bad for us. Actually, it's very good for us. Because we get to get rid of all of its permanents here. Might as well scry, right? I don't think we need the... Kind of wish we had that duress back now, but I felt an urgency to deal with. So what does that mean? The next card is a Karn as well? And I guess we'll just... No reason to really crew Heart of Kirin here, I guess. Just kill Mr. Teferi. Another Teferi would be pretty annoying. Though I guess we actually can Karn plus Gideon on the Lyra if he wants to minus Teferi. We'll see what he does. Because we actually get the treasure tokens off treasure mat. I guess it's a fine Karn. We knew it was there, so I guess scrying, if we're going to keep him, was a little bit of a waste. I just think having more Planeswalkers is not going to be bad. Alright, so I think we attack with probably just Heart of Kirin here. And we'll see what he does. We definitely can't attack with that because of Settle the Wreckage. Or even just Seal Away. I don't think we even want the guy tapped. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that in my upkeep. Okay. Let's go ahead. Attack with Heart of Kirin. See what he's got to say about that. Okay, cycling seems fun. And let's go ahead and just play Karn.
I don't want to lie. Can't tell the truth, so it's over. Goodbye.
It's fine. Yeah, we're not going to throw away all the treasures for playing another Karn. I'd rather be able to draw the cards off that. So I think we're in good shape. Definitely not missing having the chance to draw Toolcraft Exemplars here, I'll say that much. Okay, I don't mind a cast up. So how to proceed? I think we're just gonna attack with Heart of Kirin again. Can maybe play Karn first here. Playing Karn first here is okay. If you like Gear Hulks to disallow it, then we get to get in with the Angel, I guess. Okay. That's fine. Maybe we should have just drawn one of these cards first. Maybe. Alright, I'm just gonna be a little bit conservative here. Yeah, we should have done that first because we should have drawn that first to hit like a duress. Actually, maybe let's just even do that now because if we see his hand's just a bunch of blanks, then let's just get him for 4 here. Definitely can't attack with Angel of Sanctions. This is worth it now to cast out his cast out. So our guy never leaves play. Throwing away 2 cards, which is sad, but That's at least 2 cards worth of value that he's getting out of it, so no thanks. Alright, Fumigate. Not that big of a deal, really. Due to being able to embalm the Angel. Don't get to attack with Heart of Kieran, sadly. I think we just want to keep playing lands here. And we'll get back a Scrap Heap Scrounger, exile the other one. So I guess he didn't have Seal, I would have heard about it there. Okay, well, that's going to be an issue. Maybe we can get... I forgot to get my guy back. Which is unfortunate. Get him back this time, though, I promise. That's my guarantee. Okay, doesn't have anything to do on end step. He's only kind of racing this if he's going to start attacking, which I think he will be. He's not attacking, okay. Gotta play it. What else? And then, you know, obviously Hope didn't have Settle the Wreckage, but he's only got 1 card in hand. So... And this shouldn't be too bad. I mean, we lose our 2 Scroungers, but we got to play the other Heart of Kieran if he does have it. But can't just can't be playing around that with him having 1 card in hand. Can't be playing around too much. He's gonna lose the game playing around everything. Yeah, it does. Well, at least we got the... And he's down to no cards in hand, so... That's the good news. So if he kills an angel, we want it to be the one that can be embalmed. That in hand. Leave him guessing.
This tape is a compilation of tracks he has made over the last 6 months. Listen closely and enjoy.
Oh, right. Didn't need to do that pre-combat. Looks like he's drawing lands. That's good news for us. 10 damage to me. Oh, he's got something. Gear Hulk is so bad. At least we got our own Lyra. Cause yeah, he's got a. I guess what he's gonna do is invoke the divine, get cast out one of these guys, cast out him, first strike down that guy. Now he's just gonna settle the wreckage. Last one. Got all our basics here. He's getting in there. Applies some amount of confidence, which I don't care for. Let's see what he's working with. All right. If he's got a removal spell, or if we draw a removal spell, then he will die. Strip mine there, broken. Maybe Tectonic Edge. Nah, not Tectonic Edge. Closer to Tectonic Edge, I guess, than strip mine. Let's attack with this guy. I'm happy to make the trade. Got all the courtyards, got all the basics. Still have every single one of our isolated chapels in the deck, so that'll be an exciting thing to draw. Might as well attack for 5, right? Yeah. Not doing that much anyway. So we are winning the race as constituted. I think I'm just gonna hold on to my cast out for now. I guess he knows that, I mean, if he was really thinking about it, he knows that, Teferi's not good news. Well, that's actually good for us, the way this worked out. I don't know why he just didn't do it on this. That would have been much better for him. Because now this cast out just kind of owns him. I think we have to kill Teferi though. It gives him 2 draw steps basically, if we don't. Yeah, let's just kill. Let's try to kill him. Then we'll have 2 lethal attackers that he's got to deal with. Well, just let him have Teferi. Hope he can't draw out of it. One time. One time. I understand he can block Torrential Gearhulk, but if he wants to leave him back to block, then... it could be okay. Because we're not dying. Definitely a little risky letting him keep Teferi, I'll admit. Ugh, that is a sign of confidence that I don't like. He's got to untap our lands now. Man. Alright, well, I think we are kind of dead here, I guess. I'm just going to attack with both. This guy Shoni can be a little tricky. Alright. Oh, lands. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe killing Teferi there was the better play. I don't know. But that guy seemed like he could be a little bit bluffy. Alright, well, we'll finish out the league. See if we can get 2 and 3. I didn't like our odds in a game 3 there since we had such little time on the clock. Finally started drawing our isolated chapels, thank God, right on time. We had all of our deserts too? Is that right? Wow. I mean, most of our lands came from being pulled out of our deck, but we had a bunch of concealed courtyards. Drew all those. No problem drawing those. Yeah, I assume our opponent had like a bunch of Gearhulks left in his deck, and Wrath that would have been good. I don't know. I guess maybe not killing Teferi was just bad. Kind of gives him it gives him the same number of draws either way. So I don't know. I think it's almost equal, I would argue. Yeah, nothing wrong with this one. Fatal Push is one you want to see on the draw. Toolcraft Exemplar less so. See what Anonymous Kurt has. We're just trying to ruin this guy's day. We're playing for nothing. He's 0-0. He's double queuing though. In a sealed league. Double queuing, highly overrated. Alright, well again, I'll take an easy win here. I wouldn't mind an easy win. God knows I've had some tricky games this time around. Guy needs to relax sometimes, you know? I'm gonna get a bottle of water while he's mulliganing. I was about to ask if that was George Costanza. I think that's the first time I've heard George Costanza in a whatever you want to call this, a hip song. Let's put it that way. All right, let's play our very bad Toolcraft Exemplar. I think it's a necessary evil in this deck to play Toolcraft Exemplar. Blue-white. I just have to play against blue-white as much. I am not that interested in playing against blue-white. Don't think we're cycling cast out anytime soon. Gotta play super fast in these though, because... well, you know what? Because I'm liable to time out. Alright, we'll play our 3-drop. Likely getting countered, I would assume. He did mulligan though, so it's not 100% to be countered. It's just like 98% to be countered. Is he gonna miss a land here? No, he's got another rivulet. Alright. Actually, I don't know about that. We should have probably played Karn first, because I think we'd make a token. So that was an error. I mean, he's probably getting countered. I mean, he's done a 3 cards in hand, so he may not be. But it would have been better to make the token. If he resolves, I think I'll still make the token, and so I'll just look kind of foolish. Because if he gets cast out, having plussed him is pretty poor. And I'm not baiting anything of significance by attacking first. Okay, pull from Morrow from 2. Just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Is he gonna play the Angel? Gideon. Okay. This does get indestructible. I think we'll make another guy. Probably would have heard about a... Okay, let's try cast out and see what happens. I can play around. I don't think anyone plays Syncopate. But maybe it's small enough down, small enough to not matter too much. The benefit of this is small enough to be worth playing around Syncopate. I don't know. Yeah. I think I just want to make another guy. This time I'll sequence my plays correctly. Alright, doesn't have blink of an eye. I think we would have heard about it there. Like, just a fumigate wouldn't be too big of a deal. So now we do got to think about the... let's go ahead and plus first. See what we can get. Sometimes tricky to know when you should plus versus... or when plus before or after combat. I think we'll attack with 2 guys. A toolcraft plus a construct. No, settle the wreckage. Okay. We'll play History of Dominaria. It's not too bad against a Wrath. Got a counter for that one. Or is he like Hieroglyphic Illumination, trying to find a gate? Says Syncopate. I played around Syncopate earlier. No, it's Pull from Tomorrow, never mind. Oh, it is Syncopate. Look at that. Would you look at that? Okay. Well, aren't I just a total pro?
This is a certified Chatsy classic.
I think Ipnu Rivulet always signifies the 7 mana card, right? We'll just be plussing Karn. Don't really need Ifnir Deadlands too badly. Soon we're beginning Swamp. I'm not going to play around it. No. Actually, we should, because Well, I'll play my ballista first. Yeah, let's play ballista for the full amount, because any amount of tapping that he does is going to let us not play around Settle the Wreckage, and this actually makes it way lethal. Alright, so now we can just attack with 2 guys. Have it be lethal this turn. Doesn't play around Seal of Way, but I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to play around Seal Away that badly. That, I mean, he just gets an extra turn when we kill him. So, all right. So, finishing it out against Control. Same package last time. All this shit. We have too much for Control, I would argue. So we took out Ballistas. We took out Toolcraft Exemplars, Fatal Pushes. What were the other ones we took out? We took out a land. I think we do want Doomfall. Oh, there's just another Fatal Push in there. That's the issue. Let's just make sure we don't want any of this. Yeah, I think it's what we want. Take out the land because we're on the draw. So I guess the deck has a good matchup against Control. I mean, Control is still going to be very annoying to play against, but it does seem like you got a lot of good tools, and one would think that what is this? Sorry, I don't know what one would think. Who am I to tell one what to think? I'm nobody. Alright, hopefully final game of the league, but we'll see. Our double queuing opponent taking his time. Why shouldn't he? Just taking his time. Just taking his time. I'm in no hurry. I'm in no hurry, Anonymous Kurt. The world's watching, but no, we're not in a hurry. At least I played pretty fast there, huh? It's good to get a win quickly against Control. Anytime now, old Curdy boy. Anytime now. Disconnected, come on. Double queuing, he's crashing his internet over there. Come on, buddy. I don't think you can handle two at a time. Well, is this how we get the final win of the league? Is this gonna be it? Not with a bang, but with a whimper? Is that the same? Am I quoting one of like the fucking Star Wars prequels? 'Cause I'm gonna be very ashamed of myself if I am. Bang. And whimper, not a bang. Okay, no. Isn't there some shitty... It's from some... Oh, it's from Heart of Darkness. The way the world ends, not with a whimper, but with a bang. Well, thank God I'm quoting Joseph Conrad and not Natalie Portman. I don't know why I thought that was a... I don't know why I thought that was a prequel quote. Or wait a second. Let's see. Maybe it's a T.S. Eliot. There we go, T.S. Eliot. Well, we may be just getting a very free and very boring win here. So So probably edit this out of the YouTube video, but can't do much for the folks watching on stream or on VOD. Got another 5 minutes, really? Well, maybe we can talk about the deck or something. Or can we? So I could see switching up the sideboard a little bit. I'm still not sure about the third Walking Ballista. It's not been bad, but it's kind of just something I threw in instead of the fourth Karn because I thought 4 Karns was too much. I guess we kind of need something for big green decks. I feel like the deck's a little bit weak to those, and I don't know if I've loved my sideboard strategy. Like, I don't know, I guess Vraska's Contempt is going to be a little hard to cast, but I wouldn't hate it. You need ways to just deal with a Galta or a Ronus or any number of things, and the deck kind of has a hard time doing that. Because you got cast outs, that's about it. And especially post board, like the cast outs are very vulnerable to their enchantment removal. So, I mean, something like that might be reasonable. Pretty impressed with Gideon. I guess that's a possibility to play Gideon instead of a third Gideon over the third Walking Ballista. That may actually not be that bad. It's something I would consider. Alright. What else to say? I mean, we do have too much against control. I think that much is pretty clear. Maybe the treasure maps could come out. They're good, but I kind of feel like you don't need them. So maybe we could switch out the treasure maps for something that's going to be a little bit better against kind of like the mid-range green decks. I don't know if it's Vraska's Contempt, but kind of strikes me as a decent option. The mana is the big concern with it. I don't know if the fourth Fatal Push in the sideboard is necessary either. Phyrexian Scriptures could be an interesting thought in this deck, in the sideboard. I mean, obviously runs into the same issue with mana that Vraska's Contempt would. Yeah, looks like he'll be timing out, so 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and then we achieve sweet, sweet victory. Hopefully. I mean, I kind of wish he would just show up, but I'm not so optimistic anymore. So yeah, pretty mediocre run today. Looks like we're gonna wind up 2-3. Probably should have won this game. It was just an epically long game. Look how long these games were. Almost an hour-and-a-half long match. It's crazy. That was against Mono Green. I think we were ahead at the end, but I had 0 seconds on clock, he had 6 seconds on clock. I'm not even sure how you have an hour-and-a-half long game. Well, I guess I don't really get it. It doesn't seem to add up, does it? Doesn't really seem like it adds up. Seems incorrect. I just don't get how that would work with the clocks. We only get 25 minutes, right? So there's 25 minutes for me, 25 minutes for him. Where does this come from? Good question. Yeah, it's long match. I think these are these times right? I don't know. I'm a little skeptical, honestly. So what let's jog our memory about what we played against. So we lost to. Oh, we joined the game for real. Do we actually get to play now? Like he's got. What is that? He kept his hand. He kept his hand and he lost it in action. Okay, well, I'll take it, I guess. So yeah, so 2 and 3 for the day, pretty mediocre. Our overall record with the deck, we're 20 matches in with black-white vehicles. We're sitting at 6 and 4 plus 4 and 1, so that's 10 and 6 plus 10 and 5. So 12 and 8. 12 and 8 is we're in 60%. I think we can do better than that, but 60%. Generally good players in the competitive queue on Magic Online, so don't think we can really complain that much. And I hope to get that percentage point a few. So I definitely think this deck is good, and I think I'm going to be playing this deck for a while. Hi, Yeller. Do I think it's the best deck? I don't know if I can say that. I definitely think it's good. I think it's got to be a contender for best deck. The green decks are a little bit rough matchup, but I suspect you're going to be seeing a lot of blue-white, and I'm undefeated. I've won 3 times against blue-white. I haven't lost. So I think it's got a solid grounding in the meta game, and I think it seems like a deck where you definitely have game against basically everyone. I don't know how many decks wreck you. Let's go through what the matchups were today. Honestly, I can't remember what we lost to round 1. We lost very quick. We lost to mono green round 1, and we just got slaughtered. And I'm fairly confident there's nothing we could do. We timed out in the incredibly long game round 2 that I think we were winning against another green deck. Then we lost to the freaking Antiquities War artifact deck. So that's kind of whatever. I mean, it's just losing to the random rogue decks doesn't mean that much. It kind of felt like a bad matchup, I guess, but I think his draws just matched up well against ours. And then round 4, we won against blue-white, and then we just won round 5 against blue-white. So I definitely think I don't know if I can say it's the best deck, but I think it's a very good deck. I think it's one of the best decks. Let's put it that way. So. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. Appreciate everybody who has been hanging out, and appreciate anybody who's been watching the video. I'm going to be posting this on YouTube as well, so if you guys haven't already checked out my YouTube channel, would appreciate a subscribe on YouTube. It's the same name as my my Twitch handle, EnglishMTG. Conversely, if you're watching this on YouTube and you've made it all the way to the end of this after losing the first 3 matches, well, first of all, thank you. You're a true hero, and definitely give me a follow on Twitch. Twitch.tv/EnglishMTG should have that in the description. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and catch you later.